Hello there and welcome to another segment of Possibilities with Esther. I want to first of all thank all the viewers that have been sending me messages on NTR TV complimenting about our program, and for those suggestions I really appreciate it. I will make sure I go through to it. Possibilities with Esther is a program channel specially designed actually to channel your mindset into the possibilities of life. And as you know, as we do it, sometimes I get special guests and then we share into their mindset, we eat into their mindset, and sometimes we get a topic, we discuss together and also learn from it. And for today, I have a special guest, a young-hearted, strong, determined, mind balanced and everything. So do not go anywhere because you have a lot to learn for today. And today I have this young man. He's all the way from Nigeria. For those of you who have been following the Possibilities with Esther, you know I'm a Niger girl. Please don't take it too personal, okay? So I have here with me Mr. Aliu Musa Abdullahi.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you on this program.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here finally.
Yeah, welcome. Finally, you know how long I've been trying to have you on this program,
Exactly.
Yeah? It's been like I'm trying to get the president of Turkey to come to this program.
It's been ages.
It's been ages.
Yeah, but it's finally great to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here. So
Thank you
what's
very
up
much.
with you? Can you tell us just a little bit more about Aliu Musa Abdullahi?
Okay.
Did I get it right?
No.
Please, can you help me out?
Okay, the Aliu Musa,
Yeah.
it's Abdul Hayy.
Abdullah.
Abdul Hayy.
Abdul Hayy.
There's a H there.
Yes, there's a hey. Abdullahi. Okay.
Yeah, we can
All
work
right.
something.
You know, we are used to this. Abdullah.
Yeah.
There's Abdullahi. Abdullah Hamid.
Abdul Hamid, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mine is not very common, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
yeah,
not very
that's,
common. It's Abdul Hayy.
Abdullahi.
Exactly.
Okay. So, can you tell us a bit more about you that I missed?
Well, my name is Ali Musa Abdul Hayy, and I have been in Turkey for the past 13 years now.
Ooh.
And I basically grew up here, and right now I'm kind of working, trying to make ends meet and everything like that. So
It took about 13 years in Turkey.
Exactly.
That's a very long time,
It's a freakishly long time.
How do you feel staying away from home? Like, first of all, before we go that,
Yeah.
what brought you to Turkey?
Okay, okay, let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I came here for education, of
Yeah.
course. Now they have Turkish scholarships and all this. So
Yeah.
I came through one of those channels. And I've been here ever since. I actually did my my secondary school here.
School, yeah.
Then I proceeded to university. I graduated in 2016. Then I just recently graduated from a master's degree. So
Congratulations.
thank you very much. Tomorrow I'm going to take my diploma. Yes.
Guys, we are going to the university for his graduation, really.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so you made mention that you have been here for like 13 years.
Yeah,
It means you came here very early.
that's right.
And then I'm wondering, how did you cope with the language barrier coming to Turkey as a young boy?
Well, I would say I've always had a knack for languages, but by far Turkish was my biggest challenge. Before coming to Turkey, I started to learn French and also Arabic.
French.
Yeah, but when I came to Turkey, then I realized that it's a whole different experience.
ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. It's so different. For
Yeah.
example, when I came to the school, my high school, I overheard my fellow Nigerians saying, how did they allow someone so small to come to Nigeria, to come to Turkey? Like, how is he going to learn the language? And I heard them speaking the language like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? So
Like, you have no idea.
zero. Like, it was zero. I knew nothing in Turkish.
Who applied this scholarship for you? Was it
My
your
dad.
mom's idea?
My dad.
And then when they took you off, how was the I'm so curious to know, how was your mom reaction? You're so young.
Okay.
And
The thing is, it was my dad. My dad knew someone, who was in that school. And they told me, hey, there is a scholarship program like this. Do you have a son at this age who is eligible to apply? And he said, of course. So it was me. I went and wrote the exam. I came in first.
Yeah.
And after that, they said, you're going to Turkey. And it did not dawned on me at that time, right? Because I was still a kid.
Yeah, it was like, so I'm
I
going
was
to
like,
enter
yes,
the
I'm going to. I'm
plane
like,
first.
exactly. I was really like, I was like 4 feet or something like that. I was really small, right? So until I got into the car, and I'm really attached to my mom. So until I got into the car, and I was looking at my mom, and she was, being all this strong. I was like, Mom, you're gonna cry, you know that, right? She was like, No, you're not. I'm not, and stuff like that. So I left. I came to Istanbul, and after that, I was so small. I was at the waist of every single person. That was how small I was. So it was.
And now
it
you
was
look
scary.
so tall, like.
Yeah.
What happened?
Doner.
Doner. I agree with you. Doner actually works so good.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do ask about the scholarship and all that.
Yeah.
Do you think this scholarship still goes on?
Right now, it's a bit saturated, I would say, because that during our time, not a lot of countries were, participating or applying at the time. But now, there's a lot of applications from Nigeria. Everybody wants to leave, basically. So everybody, because of the application, the amount of the application that's going on, they have to pick, the best. So that is why it is exactly. It's a little bit difficult now for you to get accepted.
Wow. So when you came here, how did you fit in? What was the worst challenges you had?
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
I'm taking you back, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. So when I came here, the most important thing was it was not the cold, and I'm someone who had pneumonia when I was a kid. It was not the cold. It was definitely getting used to the people around me. Because our school was an international school and everyone was from a different country, no Turks in our school. So getting acclimatized to certain people from certain countries, I cannot say their names here, was so different.
Puts my program in
beats
safe
me.
hand,
Yes, it beats me. I was like, I got bullied, by the way, by people from I was really small. I mean, right now they can't do anything, but I was really small that time, so I got bullied from people, particularly from that place. So I used to be this stubborn kid. So when I came here, I realized I said, "Oh, more
like your stubbornness."
It has a level exactly. So I had to, they say when you go to Rome, you behave like the Romans. So I had to gel in with those people and see how I would, coexist with them, because at the end of the day we're going to be together in the same dormitory for the next 4 years, so I cannot keep on getting hampered on, so I had to look for a way to to balance with them.
Before that time, were you ever away from your family?
No, I have never been away from my family.
So
that was like the first time.
Going to another country with a entirely different culture, will I say, different set of people, and there you are alone, 14, smallish. How was the experience by the time you got to high school, university?
When I finished high school, actually after my first year, I was really small when I left home. Then when I came back the year later, like I was looking at everyone like this. Everyone was like, what did they feed you guys there? It was crazy. But there is one thing I would like to say. Being away from your family, it takes a lot of responsibility. And you have to be very responsibility and hold on to your family values. If you don't do that, then there's every high chance that you might go astray. Because now your family are not there to inspect you. You can do whatever you want, basically, and it's very easy for you to go astray. So I had to hold on to my family values. My mom would call me actually and never speak English to me. She said, "You must not forget your language." I'm Ibira, by the way.
Ibira.
So, yes, Ibira. I'm from
Kogait. So you speak Ibra, Hausa, Turkish, English. Did you
Arabic a
little bit? Were you able to still learn the French?
No, it was just to pass that lesson. Exactly.
Wow, that's very interesting. That's very. So, how often were you going home?
I would go home after every 10 months.
Every 10 months. Then it's okay. I hear some people reach like 4 years, 5 years. Let me ask this: the first time you went home after all the bullying, the experiences, was there any part of you that, man, now I'm back home, I'm not going back to that country again?
Oh, hell no.
Really?
Oh, no.
So you let him fall in love with the country.
Yeah.
And you really want to go back again.
Definitely, because as soon as I came here, I clicked with this place immediately. It's kind of like, two peas in a pod. You guys were just looking for each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was exactly what happened. I was like, okay, I would definitely have a brighter future if I stayed here. At least take that weight off my father's shoulder, because I wasn't paying anything for my school, my transportation, whatever. So I was like, okay, this is like an opportunity for me to go and prosper in another country. Why not take it? So I did think of, okay, I need to come back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nobody has time for this.
Nobody
But
has time.
exactly.
The food, eba, egusi, ogbono. Because I know during that time, having the experience of being here for like 10 years, not as long as you do, but I know getting the food was a bit difficult for me because of the city I was staying in.
Yeah.
Did you experience that?
It was almost impossible, because I'm talking about 2008. Right now we do have access to everything.
Yeah,
you
everything
can get,
literally.
Yeah.
Like now I have yam at home. Like, before it's like, yam is like a jewelry.
It was a foreign language.
Yeah. I ate a lot of potato, and then my mind I was like, okay, I'm eating yam.
Yeah.
But it's potato, but in my mind I'm eating yam.
Exactly. Yeah, you had to code it. We had something like that. In Nigeria, our yogurt, we use fura and nono,
yeah,
right?
Fura and nono.
So what we would substitute for that was the normal Turkish yogurt. Listen to this. We would put black pepper inside, and now put sugar inside, and it tasted like food in a very weird way.
Definitely try this today, seriously, because I miss that every single day.
I know.
miss that. Talking about food, how did you manage with the Turkish food?
I've always been a foodie. I never reject food. Since I was a kid, they know me at home. I never rejected food. So here's the thing: when I came to Turkey, I did not know anything in Turkish, right? So I was still learning Turkish. So my first day, they put me inside the class, and we're learning Turkish 8 hours in a day. Yeah, 8 hours in a day for 5 days for 4 months. So they put it in the class. Our class was L-shaped, and our Turkish lady, very sweet lady, she comes and she asks us, "What did you have for dinner?" Now, let's pause for a second.
Yeah.
I'm Nigerian. I know the kind of breakfast we have. I don't even know what the hell I ate. Talk more of even saying it in Turkish.
In Turkish.
Exactly.
How do you expect me to say what I ate?
I know. I did not know. And she was asking us, "What did you guys?" And I was like asking the Kenyan guys next to me, and they said she's asking, "What did you guys?" I was like, "What did we eat?" I just ate some sweet stuff, which is jam, and cheese, which is Spanish, and also some other things. So that was kind of like my first encounter. And the second one, my friend listened to this, he would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We went to a place to eat. There is this sandwich that is made with egg and salami, right? So there's one with salami and one with fermented salami. They call it sujuk here.
Okay.
So I did not know the names of this. So he said, "Okay, you're going to learn this and you tell the guy who does it." He said, "Okay." So he said, "Go and tell him you want yilaneti." Now, yilaneti means snake meat. Now,
that's a direct translation of it.
Exactly. I went to the guy and told him that I wanted to eat yilaneti, and the guy was like, "Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Where did this black guy come from?" Not asking. And they have prejudice towards black people that we eat humans. So now me asking for snake meat was kind of like, oh, yeah, exactly.
That was a horrible experience. I can't imagine that Turkish man, like, what?
Yeah.
He's asking for a snake meat?
Yeah.
These African people. Well, that was a very good
exactly.
experience.
Yeah.
How was your university? What did you study at the university?
I studied communication, actually.
My field.
Yeah, radio, TV, cinema.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Exactly.
Really? Which city did you?
In Gaziantep.
Gaziantep
University.
Okay. So, what are you doing currently now in Ankara?
Right now, I actually came to Ankara to do my master's at Gazi University, and I'm graduated. I'm working.
Wow, congratulations. Yeah. You said tomorrow we are going to go and get your certificate.
Exactly. Please, the whole battalion should come.
We are coming, the whole TV of NTRC.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have actually read through your profile, and I noticed why I picked interest in you so much to have you here is because of the aim of this program called possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know you are doing something in line with that.
Okay.
Now, listening to your story, a young boy who left his family, who has never left his family before, and traveled to another country with a different food, different culture, the language and everything, and seeing where you are today is what really attracted me to this program.
Yeah.
And now we will be going on a commercial break. So the moment we come back from the commercial break, I would love to hear about that.
All right.
So guys, we are going to the second segment of this program, and trust you me, that is the sweet part of this program. That is where the message is. That is where the sources is. Okay, so please don't go anywhere as we go on a commercial break, and we will be right back. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to the second segment of Possibilities with Esther. I am here with a special guest. All my guests are special. He is from Nigeria and has gone through a lot of interesting experiences coming to Turkey. And so far we've been talking about his experiences, and now we will be talking about what he does, why he does it, and how he gets there. And the special part of it, to eat up his mindset so that we can learn something from it. Welcome back to the second segment of Possibilities with Esther.
Thank you.
Before the commercial break, we're talking about what you do.
Yeah.
Which is your podcast.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it?
Okay, so my podcast is about personal development, taboo talks, elephant in the room discussions, things that people do not really want to delve into, those topics that are really thought-provoking. Mm-hmm. And I've been someone who, having lived away from my family, I had the opportunity and chance to develop myself on my own. So I just feel like I owe it to, the world, some things I can share that would benefit people. So I've been thinking about this podcast thing for a very long time, but I never had the zeal or the courage to start it. So last year I just said, okay, I think it's time. So I should just kickstart it and start doing something. I can remember my first episode, I recorded it inside a classroom. Exactly. With my phone. I just wanted to start it and put it out there and make sure that, okay, I get the ball rolling, and whatever happens from now, I just have to continue it. Yeah.
What's the motivation starting it? Yeah, you made mention you have gone through a lot of things, and really for you to, as you made mention from the beginning, you said if you do not keep a value, your family value, you might get mixed up in the crowd.
Yeah.
Find it, because in that part you have no one asking you where are you going to, what are you doing, and all those things. Was there a particular reason why you started it?
The reason why I started the podcast is because of the way I see things are going on in the world right now, especially my age mates, between, let's say, the age of 18 to 27. I just feel like there's a lot of things I can share out there to people, a lot of things that are not spoken about that needs to be spoken. For example, I talk about insecurities. I talk about maybe speak your truth. I talk about how you can prioritize yourself. I talk about things that maybe you might not know it's going on, but it is actually going on. And sometimes I do have some guests in my podcast. I also talk about, for example, there was a time we spoke about the things going in Nagorno-Karabakh. There was a time we spoke about dependency personality disorder. And some people might say, what the hell is this?
Even me, I'm about to ask you, can you tell me?
Exactly. Dependency personality disorder is this person who cannot do without staying without depending on another person. Yeah, so it's kind of like a disorder actually, and I noticed this from the people around me, and due to my job, I had the opportunity to speak with a lot of people. So it made me examine those people and see what kind of personalities they have, and I'm usually more interested in people. And what is wrong with people and what can go right for people, how to motivate people. I know I do sound like a motivational speaker right now. But
good, yeah.
But how to motivate people
experiences.
And how to also make people see that, hey, there are ways you have to do something. This is this and that is that. And there's, if you do this, you get this. If you do that, you get that. So, most of us, we live in this false reality that takes us into different places, and we end up blaming it on other things apart from ourselves. So these are also some of the reasons that made me to delve into making podcasts.
Do you see your podcast going like a show?
Yes, I do see it. Right now, I'm taking it slowly. And the reason why I started with podcasts is because it is easier to get acclimatized to the whole, show thing. I want to get my voice, my system, my everything set. Then I would open a camera and start doing it.
And start rolling
Exactly, start rolling that, exactly.
That's right. How do you see, would you call your program a psychological something? What are kind of people that mostly come to for your podcast?
I would say it is the help you didn't know you needed. Something like that, or your personal help guy, or it can be that person you need to listen to when you find yourself at rock bottom.
Yeah. Especially, who are your targets? Do you have a particular target audience?
Yes, I do have a particular target audience, and they're from the age of 14 to 30. Because these are
30. That's where the problem starts, from 30.
No, the problem doesn't start at 30. The problem starts at 15. The decisions you make when you're 15 years old is gonna haunt you all the way up. So I need to, like, 15, especially 18 to 25. These are the people who listen to my podcast the most. So those are the people I'm targeting, because now the youth, we know the way the world is going right now, and everyone, like I said, is living in this falsified reality. And there needs, I feel like it's my duty in my own part to, strengthen things as much as I can through the humble experiences that I've had in the past. So those are the people I'm speaking to. Those are the people I want to reach. Even though, the media or how we see things on the social media is trying to twist reality and making people more lazy, I need to make people understand that we as young people, we have to start taking responsibility at such a young age. And if we don't do that, then at later stage of our life, it's going to be more difficult when the responsibility is quadruple.
Talking about it, what can you say when possibilities come to your mind, connecting to this aspect of thing you promote or you teach people, when the word possibilities? For example, for me, possibilities is due to where I'm coming from, the experiences I've heard, I've gone through, and all those things. This program is like a soul to me. You understand? I see possibilities of life. I see possibilities of so many things. What is possibilities to you in your own philosophy to life?
For me, possibilities, I feel like, when I do this podcast, I feel like everyone has a voice. And because of this, I want to get as much perspective as possible. I want to speak to as many people as I can. I think a week ago, I actually interviewed a lady from TED Talks, and I found her just accidentally. Then I reached out on her at I think LinkedIn, and after that. So this is my goal. I want to reach as much people as I can. I want to make sure that people are heard. I want to make sure that, yes, while they are being heard, people, maybe someone might be speaking about something in Nigeria and someone listening in China. By the way, people listen to me from China. Yes, I do get infographics. So someone in China might connect to that and say, oh, okay, I also live this type of situation. And it can connect us together rather than dividing us.
When you talk about your channel, how can someone access your material?
Well, am I allowed to say my
you
channel?
Can, I give a platform for everyone to speak out your voice.
Okay.
If it means because our viewers would want to get motivated by your program.
All right.
So this is the aim, free to express it, where we can find your material, and you never can tell who can relate to your story.
Okay. So my podcast name is The Vibes with Onimisi, ONIMISI, Onimisi Podcast. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you can just go to Google Cast and find me. So you can find me on all those favorite platforms, wherever you want to. And of course, stay tuned. My YouTube channel is coming soon.
Okay, we'll be waiting for the YouTube channel. And if you didn't get the information, make sure you write. There's always a phone number number, NTR TV phone number on your screen. If you're watching the program, you can also send a message to get the name on how to find him, his material. Just feel free and write. If I get the message, I'll definitely reply to you. Now, talking about your mindset.
Yeah.
When you think, do you sit down sometimes and think, if you had not come out from where you were at that young age, if you had not gone through the challenges, do you think you could have been better, or now is actually better because of what you went through?
Well, that is a very tough question to answer because I only know one of the variables. Mm-hmm. And to answer that question, I would answer from the part that I know and kind of evaluate the people I was with that time in connection to who I am right now.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say coming here has favored me when it comes to mentality-wise, and also when it comes to having a broader spectrum of how things are, and also having this exposure.
Yeah.
If I had stayed in Nigeria, I don't know what would have happened, but I would definitely say that coming to Turkey has opened my eyes. I've gained a different perspective to life, to many things, how things work, and it has helped me to, think much more logical. I'm not saying people who did not come are not logical, but it has helped me to think much more logical when it comes to solving things, or when it comes to looking at life, just having two different perspectives. Because right now, I don't see myself like as 100% Nigerian. I'm also not 100% Turkish, so I'm somewhere in between.
In between.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in between. I do have identity crisis, by the way. Sometimes,
really?
yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Okay, let me give you a little information about myself.
Okay.
So sometimes,
because you sound like an American, like me. Sometimes my English gets so messed up because of Turkish language. Really, when I go back home, I speak jargons, like I speak nonsense. Like, Esther, what are you speaking? I'm mixing Turkish and English and Hausa.
Yeah.
So
Nigerians listening to this, they might say that what is up with the accent? It's just that when you're living in this country, you just have to speak a certain type of way so that they can understand you. But my Niger English today. It still there. More not even mix that one.
Yeah, actually, like for me and my friends, sometimes especially before I went into fully the media, I was an English teacher.
Okay.
And whenever I'm going for the interview, I don't take my Hausa accent, because if I try to speak maybe the broken English or the normal African accent, they don't really understand me. And they have this idea, American English and British English, so I twist it up for them. Like, my name is Esther, I will just phonate it to a whole thing like that. Like, oh, this is good for a good teacher, So I really understand in that aspect. It's just, but when there are other Turks that stayed with Africans, especially when they stay with Nigerians, they know broken English so easily. Or they meet up with the Yorubas or the Igbos, and you just find out they know about Banco or something like that. That's very interesting, very interesting. So we're actually coming almost to the end of this program.
Okay.
I would like you to advise our viewers.
Okay. Well, as an advice, I mean, I don't know if I'm in a position to do that, but from my humble experience, I would like to say like a few words. One thing is, I would say, if I had the opportunity to relive my life again, would I have picked Turkey? Certainly yes, because I know there is this comfort that comes with staying with your family, right, all the way up till university, and you don't have to struggle for anything, and a lot of responsibility is being taken away from you. But I would say that if you have someone in this situation, you should definitely start taking responsibility, because it makes you way miles ahead your age mates. You're not like your age mates anymore. You're thinking, the way you see the world, the way you manage things, you manage yourself, you begin to develop principles and everything. So I would say, take more responsibility and, step out of your comfort zone, do things that, scares you a little bit. I mean, what the heck? I came here when I was 14 years old.
Even though you didn't have a choice, they just took it, just go.
Exactly, yeah.
And before we round up also, what's your advice to other people, other youths who are really trying to, we always tell them that step out of your comfort zone, and we know that comfort zone is so hard to leave the comfort zone.
Yeah.
And sometimes some people are not that privileged to have these opportunities of, okay, we're ready to pick you out or something like that. Some have the talent, some really want to go out. What's your advice to those who are surrounded by this so much blockage and difficulties to move out? Do you have any advice that can, where should they search for?
Okay, I can tell them. I would definitely want to say this first. Nothing is guaranteed, but hard work definitely does pay off. So you keep on hard working. You keep on, if you're following route A to your house today, you follow route B tomorrow, follow route C tomorrow, follow route D tomorrow. At some point, route Y is going to click. Yes, it might take days, weeks, months, years, but definitely it would definitely click because I'm saying this from personal experience. Again, there are some things that I've been wanting to happen for the past 3 years, and it just happened recently. Wow. So yes, I've been fighting. I've been doing this. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? There is definitely something I'm doing wrong. Trying to reduce my unlucky factor, and it just happened recently. So yes, perseverance, patience. I know we're living in a world where everybody wants everything to be quick, to happen quick, but fortunately, in the ideal world, things do not happen that quick. Things that are going to stay for a long period of time and have a great longevity do not happen that quick. You have to persevere and also be patient and keep on working. And of course, you have to pray.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very important one. What do you think about NTR TV?
NTR TV, I would say that this is officially my first time on TV, and it's quite amazing. I want to do this for the next 1 week.
Oh my God, I will have you as a second host of possibilities, I guess.
The people here are warm. Your boss, everything is just fantastic here. So much, if you guys, if you don't watch it, I mean, you should start watching by now. Subscribe, and do whatever it is to, pass the word. NTR TV, we're here in Turkey. We're representing you guys. So you better, you guys should also,
just follow up and keep watching.
Cut so for us, we cut so for you.
Really, thank you so much for creating the time despite your busy schedule. And I want to tell you this personally. I am inspired. I am very, very inspired with your story. I've known you, but I didn't know that part of your story. Yeah. But that's what makes this program very, very important, because that's the story you wanted to hear. Yeah. So I really appreciate it, and hopefully next time you might have me in your podcast, right?
Oh, definitely. Okay. Definitely. We're doing part 2.
All right. I'm looking forward to that. Guys, don't worry. When we do the part 2, I'm going to send you guys over. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So we've come to the end of this program for today. I do not want to leave, especially when I have someone who is really, really young at heart. I'm not being selfish. I love the youths. I love the youth, especially youths that go out of their comfort zone, even not going out when life or circumstances, situation push them out to a place where they feel they can't do it. But somehow they maneuver, they use the opportunity and they use the situation rather to make it like a good opportunity for them. Really, a lot of people will say, going to abroad, you guys are abroad, it's easy, it's blah, blah, blah. Nowhere is easy. It starts from you. Yes, it might make it a little bit, the system much easier to pull through, but I'm telling you, with the hard work, it pays. Just ride on, and whatever thing you're putting your mind into, as he mentioned before, he said when he started his podcast, he started from the classroom, and he never knew it was going to go this far. And now, even in China, they listen to him. Where did he start from? From the classroom. You want to start something? Don't wait for the big bang. Just get yourself prepared. Start it somewhere, and I bet you it's going to connect. It might take a long time, but just keep the focus. It will definitely going to connect. And just as we always say, keep watching NTR TV, because Esther James from Possibilities will always show her face on your TV this day and same time. Hope to see you again next time, and thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.